few of the audience which are listening to us are young people think about careers in it. So what are your advice for them to think if somebody is like coming from an analytical background or a maths background, he's thinking about building a career in growth, marketing, startups. What do you advise them?
Yeah, everybody who has a little bit of an analytical this thing wants to become a founder's office, I don't know, CEO, sidekick, or, business analyst with deep data expertise. Guys, hold on. Right? In marketing, for me, the joy is not in actually crunching the numbers, but then the insights that come out of it and the actionables that come out of it, and then seeing it work. Right? So don't get too involved with the numbers, number one. Understand what the numbers mean, and that is more important. So in your early stage of your career, if you're able to build a sort of bouquet of use cases that you've worked on, right? It could be in different companies, it could be in an agency, or it could be in a company that has multiple product lines as well, where you are able to, or even deeply understand in a specific category how behavior works and how insights from data works, right? That would be the critical thing for you in order to position yourself for the next level in marketing. I'm talking specifically marketing careers, right? From a data perspective. The sooner you learn insighting, the more, and pattern recognitions, the more important it is, the more critical it is for you to get to the next stage in marketing. It can be everywhere. Even in social media, there is a numbers game to it.
Yeah, it's a good number.
While content is bigger, there is also a numbers game to it for sure, right? And consistency is the other piece that people keep talking about. So early in the career, that's what I would say. Build a breadth of use cases and understanding of what to do with data. Then take it to the next level by saying, can I proactively influence what is to be done? From not just inciting, from being a data analyst to actually being a marketer. Taking that data and doing something with it. And what is the right thing to do? Build a hypothesis-based approach. What that means is do experiments all the time. Some experiments will go right. A lot of experiments will go wrong. Figure out the right time to disengage from the ones that don't work at the ones that work. Don't fall in love with your ideas, because ideas are a dime a dozen and ideas will kill you. Right? Find the right experiments that work and keep doubling down. And by the way, the same experiment that worked last month will not work this month. Consumer behaviors change, targeting changes, competition is doing something else. Keep experimenting. You have to find different ways of experimenting, as you said, right? You have to keep.
So if I may add, definitely you mentioned about don't chase the title. Okay, founder's office is a glorified title. Something tomorrow else will come in. Okay, but I would also say it's the highest attrition rate title also. Okay, because you come with a fancy thing and then somebody is disappointed either side, and it's a very high stress job. But learn analytics, do this. I would also add one piece is build your distribution. Be a content creator to some extent. Pick up anything, write blogs, write LinkedIn posts, we make reels, because the more you do, today marketing is easy. The best person you can do the marketing is for yourself.
Yeah, true.
And whatever you learn, you start doing it, and it'll build your own distribution and it'll help you discover.
Yeah. I think learning by doing is one big thing that works in personal branding as well, right? I mean, you've done it. I've done it to some extent. Just putting things out there, no matter how awkward it is. Like today, if I read the content that I used to write 5 years ago, it is absolute cringe. Right now, I look back today 5 years later, and I'll say, what the hell was I doing? Right. So that will always happen, but it's a journey. You can't be,
you just keep doing it and you will improve, and whatever cringy content.
And you will learn a lot of things around what works and what doesn't. And you will also start paying attention to other people who are doing it. And hence you will start getting better. Right. That is the other thing about marketing. You have to have your ears on the ground on what other things that are happening around you. Because there is a lot of inspiration that can be taken from others, right? Yes. I'm not saying copy. I'm saying get inspired.
Yeah.
Right?
And give your own take on it. That's important.
Yeah, this is not Anumalik, this is Adi Baron. Right? Make it better, right? That's the way to look at it.
Yeah. That's amazing insight, Ganesh. And I love the perspective. But any talk cannot end without talking about AI. Okay. So while you're working with brands, and I'll not talk about what is interesting, the next new model being launched, Saurabh or this. What are the interesting use cases you have seen in action? If you could share that.
Yeah, the space is evolving so much every day. that you come across something mind-blowing like every second, like, twice every week, right? But one of the big things that I've seen specifically in e-commerce, the space that we work in, is the intelligence that the AI chatbots are able to bring, right? The agent that is sitting there. Like, I'll give you one classic example. There's a like wedding and occasion apparel brand called Lacho. I don't know how to pronounce that, but yeah. There they have a engine on their agent on their website. That agent, while you are browsing through, it will pop up with very small nudges saying, "Hey, are you looking for a lehenga today? Or are you looking for a kurta?" You will want to engage there, right? It is like your sales guy in the store, right?
Or it's like chai peeni hai.
It's a little small nudge where you want to engage. And once you start talking to it, right? Like, simple thing, like, I want something to wear for Diwali.
Achha.
Then it will give you, here's some great recommendations, but immediately it will follow it up with, what colors do you like?
Achha.
So
Interesting. It's like a conversation.
It's a conversation, right?
And you know,
आपको पिंक अच्छा लगता है, आपको पैटर्न्स अच्छे लगते हैं, आपको
it's like the भैया on the
वो साड़ी की दुकान में जो बैठता है ना, क्या दिखाऊं मैं आपको, right?
आपको ये चाहिए या प्राइसिंग में चाहिए,
and then
it takes you through the
discovery this thing, right? It's beautiful. And then in between it'll nudge you saying, hey, take a quiz. There are 3 questions that I will ask you, based on which I'll give you much better recommendations. So it takes you to understand what the customer is. Now, we do this for retention marketing for a customer who has been so deeply involved with your product that they have actually purchased. They are doing it for the browse audience.
Yeah, that's even interesting.
That is 95% of the traffic that you don't know anything about.
And you know what happens is, say, if I have to go and think about, say, for the share, I have to buy something. Yes, traditionally, I will go to open up an app like a Myntra. I'll go into the section, men's section, try to browse kurta and then find out. But if this...
It is not succeeding the entire.
I'm saying, help me suggest something for the Shera party. Okay, and it will start throwing those things. So
exactly.
Rather than the exact product describing, I'll talk about the need. And from the need, it will help you find this. And I think so it will be a great one.
And it holds the conversation, it holds the context all through, right? And the beauty of that is, it I don't know what it is cookie based or whatever, but it recognizes me the next time I come.
Achha.
It's like, oh, last time we looked at that pink one, right? Do you want to try a different color now? That's the question that it asks. It is so beautiful. It is like talking to somebody.
So this is done by a company called Manifest.ai.
Yeah, this is the big guys.
Big, yeah. So they are interesting. They are in Bangalore only, I guess.
Yeah. I met the founder, Sonakshi.
She's pretty
very, very passionate about what she does as well, right? So brilliant stuff. The more you are able to understand the customer through those conversations, the better you can hold them to the point of sale.
Yeah.
Right? And hence your top of funnel will also become much more.
Yeah. And I think so I'm a little excited about the integration which Google could do with GMC, because when you start typing there, it has everyone's catalog.
Yeah, it has.
And then it has the tryout in the window where you can put your picture and see how it is. So it can take it to the next level.
That is, yeah. So starting to do that virtual try-ons is the next big thing.
So which I guess Google has a big integration. Meta does not also have a good catalog integration, and Shopify and they are trying, ChatGPT are trying, OpenAI, but I think so Google, if they keep doing it well, they could win this.
They could go. So obviously it will be one of the big, the fan companies that will take this, but the micro use cases is where my interest is, right? Yeah. How do you build? So this use case that we talked about was a simple apparel use case, right? Not simple, but apparel use case. What if you take it to something that is very different? So, for example, wills, right? I'm working with a wills client called Asanil right now. What we are trying to do there is, can that be almost like a virtual legal consultant?
Achha.
Right? Because I have a lot of questions. I have no idea what bills when I'm walking in, right? And it is never an urgent decision for me. Kya ho jayega, theek hai. Bahut saal baki hai. Right? That is the typical behavior. How do you take them from education? Why it is required? What are the nuances around it? how can I help you make that decision better? What is the information that is relevant to you?
Yeah.
Based on where you are coming from and what your position is. So can I ask you the right questions to build that intelligence and then give you the right advice?
Yeah.
It is advice. Eventually you will become a customer, but advice is what it is.
So this is an exciting space, every time we meet, we'll have a new example.